Hey folks, just trimming off the end of that. I need to actually get around to naming all these videos. I really do. I've been slacking on that. I'll do it tomorrow. The Inquisitor Luminari were responsible for investigating and illuminating any supernatural threats within the Empire. It could mean anything from breaking up an occult coven, to securing a dangerous artifact, or even hunting down otherworldly creatures that would occasionally cross the veil between realities. The cult of Catan was one of the greatest challenges, because the root of it, the Dying God, is beyond our reach or power to destroy. It's been with us since ancient times. Given the recent rise of power, it also seems to be one of our greatest failures.
I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. Those people owe you their lives.
I did what was right.
I wish that was the end of our troubles, but there is a mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all out.
I'm now level 35, and I got 500 Black Legion rep. What do we do now?
I'm going to check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Sommer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She'll fill you in on the situation.
I'll speak to her.
Still haven't talked to the captain?
Where is she? Right here in Homestead. Look for... He does not like her. It's mutual. Oh god, I can hit 5,000 if I do that. Undo. You know what? Sure, do that. Then I think next level will be a point in this. Point in this and point somewhere else. I need. I'm honestly tempted just tossing 3 into this and finishing it off. Inquisitor Creed's Lector. 8 Journal. It was known that anyone of significance who fomented dissent or posed a real threat to the rule of the Emperor might be visited by the First Blade. I had never stirred such controversy, but I always imagined if an encounter took place, I could put up a respectable fight. I've got a chance. Taken unawares, I was disarmed before I even knew what was happening. When he saw my death, I would not have even witnessed the killing stroke fall. However, he seemed more interested in answers instead, and in turn provided me with an account of his own events that confirmed my worst fears. The First Blade revealed that only days prior, he would first turn his knives on the Emperor himself by his own command. Whoa. So I'd kind of forgotten about this bit, and I was right. The First Blade revealed that only days prior, he'd been forced to turn his knives on the Emperor himself by his own command. Despite the myriad safeguards protecting the Emperor, both mundane and arcane, he'd become host to an ethereal. Through strength of mind, he had usurped his possessor long enough to summon the First Blade, command his own execution, and charge the assassin with ensuring that his son, the young prince, survived to reclaim the throne. His last commands issued, the Emperor's consciousness slipped once again under control of the ethereal, and a desperate battle ensued. First Blade reported that he believed the Emperor and the ethereal within him slain, but given his inexperience with the entities, could not say anything for certain. He relayed that he had secretly taken the prince and put him into hiding, but declined to elaborate. First Blade said he intended to retire his imperial title, and had chosen the name Olgrim, which made me curious as to whether it was an intentional reference to the mythical character. A final troubling detail was that there's no proclamation of the Emperor's passing, that of the Emperor's passing had been issued. Was that no proclamation of the Emperor's passing had been issued? Not only did this demonstrate the ethereal Ethereals had sufficient control of the palace to conceal the death, but given that they couldn't hope to hide the Emperor's absence for long, it was suggested the next phase of their operation was imminent. I strategized with Olgrim long into the night, formulating a plan to counter the Ethereals, but ultimately we agreed we could not defeat the conspiracy in time. The only course left was to gather whatever people and resources we could and go to ground. and weather the coming storm, then find a way to counter the invaders. We agreed the Black Legion would be best hope in securing allies. As a conscripted army of criminals, debtors, and political dissidents bound to service, it seemed we agreed the Black Legion would be our best hope in securing allies. As a conscripted army of criminals, debtors, and political dissidents bound to service, it seemed unlikely that the Ethereals would have any reason to infiltrate them, or they could control them indirectly through the military high command. Next step was to discreetly make contact.
I'll skip the pleasantries. Olgrim tells me you're one tough slith, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion?
What's the Black Legion?
You were joking, right? We are the Imperium's most infamous, if not elite, legion. Conscripted from criminals and political outcasts and tempered in the front lines of the Empire's most brutal wars. The only regiment of the Emperor's legions has survived the massacre in the capital, if you could consider the losses we suffered surviving. I'd love to tell you our history, but I really have more important matters to attend to, such as the mission I need you for. The question really is, are you up to it?
Where do you need me?
The Legion is split on two fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthon. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why. There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Olgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the Ethereals. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with Ethereals that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest. It is a fitting title as the Ethereals have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That is, until today. Whatever they are working on, they must be nearly finished. And knowing the Ethereals, it's something monstrous. We can't risk the Ethereals discovering that we know about their creation. I need someone to sneak in there and destroy this abomination before it even has a chance to wreak havoc upon my people. We'll only get one shot at this, so I want someone who has experience dealing with ethereal horrors to handle this mission. Will you be my champion?
What about the Demphirians?
Been talking to Douglas? Look, I'd love to solve all the world's problems, but unfortunately I do not have the troops to send them out on a bug hunt. Douglas and the other farmers will just have to accept it for now. Perhaps later, once the Ethereals and the Chthonians have been dealt with, then I can think about sending some men out to the fields to clear out this infestation.
Except they won't be dealt with because you're after starving to death. An army marches on its stomach. 100 for both factions, and 2,500 XP.
The Legion is split on two fronts.
Okay. Still ignoring him. So, let us head back to Smuggler's Pass. And let's make a dash through here. Oh, even changes that map. Nice. I'm questioning if these will survive the journey with me, but find out soon enough. Oh, seriously? Whoa. Thank you, homebrewed potion. Potent. Okay, I'm just gonna look this up. SMU smugglers. What? Pass. Grim Dawn. Right, there isn't a secret area there? Oh, apparently there's no secret areas in Act 2. According to the wiki. In Act 3 there's A merchant in the Blood Grove? Huh. He's in a secret area. And he sells, melee weapons dropped by the monster infrequent ones. He sells monster infrequent melee weapons. And 2 types of monster infrequent accessories. Oh, so the components, rare, normal, blueprints, and spectral longsword. It's needed for the Haunt relic. Age of spirits eager to escape into the world of the living. Anyway. Okay, I'm still recording. Stop. Recording. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Wait, let me just check Steam. Oh, you get an achievement for killing 250,000 monsters, 25,000 monsters, 50,000, and 100,000. Might also be a lower tier that I've already gotten. No, there isn't. Haven't actually got to Revered with anyone yet. Where is it? Celestial Bane, defeat the Avatar of Modrigan? Okay, apparently you can decide whether or not to be friendly with a group or not. That's different. Most of the factions are you're inherently hostile or inherently friendly, and you can just go from there. I sort of remember seeing something for smugglers, smugglers route. Resolve the situation in New Harbor without resorting to violence. What's the achievement to difficult decisions? I don't remember that at all. And I swear I saw something for Smuggler's Pass, but I can't find it now. It was Smuggler's Basin. Smuggler's Basin. Somewhat of the way there. Where is Smuggler's Basin? Okay, I have no idea where Smoker's Basin is. Shaded Basin, is it? But yeah, it's this place over here where you can choose to be friendly or not with them. I really thought there was something special that way. Completely confused with somewhere else. Ah well, let's head to Homestead. I'll play for a bit longer. I've been meaning to plug in my heater basically since I started recording, and I still haven't. And my bones are aching. Rob Holloway, thank you for bringing us here. I admit I was resolved to die in that ditch when you found us. I found new purpose here in the fields. So its hands may shake when they hold the sword. I can still use a rake just fine. Blast Amphirians, the entire year's worth of food's gonna go to waste out there. West and Black Legion cleared them out. How if I know? Some was only concerned with a war against the Ethereals. Then there's that blasted cult. I'm a soldier. Suppose I'll just keep my mouth shut and work the fields we do have. This is poor soil, not like the Elmsworth estate. That's some good dirt. Fearing cluster. God damn. But anyway, now I'll actually start getting rep with the where is it? Black Legion. The, oh yeah, the Outcast. That's someone you meet a lot later on. They are another potential faction. You kill them. Obviously, you don't get them as a faction, but you gain a jump with Black Legion rep if you do them in. So yeah, kill Ethereals for Black Legion rep. Kill beasts for Homestead rep. Undead for Rovers, and Cronley's gang for Devil's Crossing. Still no one who hates these yet. Not sure who actually does hate those. Yeah, there's the route going off. Here's some clusters. Haven't been getting too many set items. Wish I could just get a nice little set. Be nice. Okay, the guy here will give a follow-up quest. Basically, you have to find a cave and kill the queen. But you can already do that if you, you know, I think you can, just kill her while you're out here and before you get the quest and still get credit for it. I think. Daila's diary. Missing diary. Oliver doesn't want me writing in here anymore. He says it fills my head with dreams when there's work to be done around the farm. So I've been writing at night when he's asleep. Cannot stop the muse that pulls the strings of my heart. Weeping Oak by Daila Tornsberry. The limbs of a nearby tree tapped a steady rhythm against the bedroom window. Another storm was building up on the horizon, but Daila could not shake the feeling that this was not just another quick. It was that this would not just be another shower. She sat up in her bed and took a quick glance at her husband Oliver. He was still fast asleep. And not even the hurricane would stir that man from his slumber. Daila got up, making sure not to shift the covers off her husband. She tiptoed to the wardrobe and retrieved her gear. A well-worn suit of light leather armor and her trusty sword, Stormheart. The blade sparked with electricity as she removed it from its scabbard. The enchantment was still as strong as the day she had found it in the tomb of Darkvale. Daila replaced the blade and hooked the scabbard onto her belt. Took a last glance at Oliver before heading out the door. It was best he did not know about her little nightly vigils. He was just worrying himself sick, and Daila could not stand to seem so obsessed over her safety. The wind whipped Daila's hair around her face as she stepped out the front door. The rain was already starting to pick up. The ground was drenched with moisture, turning the path into mud. Daila treads carefully, planting every step on the stone, or where the ground was still firm. At last she arrived at the edge of the lone oak tree, a place where she could be alone with her thoughts. But there was something off about the spot that night. A deep sense of dread immediately overcame her. I knew you'd come out to greet me, Daila, my dear. A ghostly voice spoke from behind the tree. Daila drew Stormheart, its sparkling surface turning the rain drops into mist. A dark figure showed itself and calmly walked towards her. She couldn't see the man's face, but she knew who he was. Come now, is that any way to greet your brother? The man spoke again. Daila did not say a word. Instead, she let her blade do the talking for her. The figure countered her blows with a blade of his own, a burning blade that left streaks of fire across the air with every swing. I see you've been practicing, the man said with a grin forming on his lips. The thunder cracked in the sky as lightning flared down from the heavens, briefly illuminating the scene. The light from the storm revealed the face of Daila's adversary, the grisly, heavily decayed face of her brother. Travis, Daila hissed through clenched teeth. She dove in for another attack. Now we can return that to her. Nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep making like a general sweep of the area here. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Need to catch up on all the missed XP. 600 with Black Legions, 580 with these. I'll get the order soon. You know what? Let's head back and turn this in. May as well have the quest on me just to be damn sure. Don't want to miss, have to come back out. Any progress on the Definians? Cleared up the fields as you asked. Moved to hear that, and that you've returned in one piece. The Definians should not be trifled with, especially in such numbers. I'll speak to Captain Sommer about sending some guards out, along with some farmers. I'll have that field cleaned up in no time. In the meantime, I was hoping you'd hear me out on a far more grave task. 1,200 iron, 500 homestead rep, and 9,000 XP. What is it? The Nympherian hives are cyclical in nature. Every 7 years or so, they birth a new queen, which promptly proliferates their numbers and causes them to explode across the countryside. In the past, we would rally together and exterminate the queen while she was so young. But after Grim Dawn, the Nympherians were allowed to thrive, and their queen has molted into a massive creature, spawns new Nympherians by the dozen every day. She has to be destroyed, otherwise the insects will eventually run out of food and attack us in force. The queen is always guarded by 2 Grand Viziers, so we'd have to acquire their pheromone glands to even enter her chamber. We know that the Royal Hive is somewhere out in the rotting croplands to the west of Homestead. After the way you handle the infested fields, I'm confident in your abilities. Will help us halt the Nympherian reproductive cycle? Well, I'll gladly pull together all of our bits if you can pull this off. I will slay the queen. And while I'm here... Excuse me. Thank you for clearing out our farm. It's the best news I've heard in weeks. Found your diary. Oh heavens, I hope you didn't read it. It's not proper to stick your nose in a private lazy scribblings. Thank you. I dropped it when we fled the farm. Stick your nose into a lady's private scribblings. Thank you. I dropped it when we fled the farm. Figured the Nympherians would have shredded by now. 5,000 XP and 100 homestead rep. Your secret is safe with me. Thank you for sharing my diary. Might seem silly, but writing helps me relax. Even now with the world as it is. Hello, Mama was talking about you. She said you like to stick your nose in books that aren't yours. I found it and brought it back to your mama. Oh, that's very nice of you. Mama writes in there all the time. Take care, kid. What you got there? I'd actually call this here. I'll march a little further. Actually have to do this again next time, but oh well. All means just more XP and more rep. Also, I do want to go this. I probably should go clear this way. There's a path I want to go there. That leads to the port, but can't justify it quite yet. I'll focus on what I'm doing. Need to keep an eye on these walls. Any of them might be breakable and lead me into a, a secret area. It's hard to know which is which, Frequently, the things are indistinguishable just by looking. This is here. Did I look in it? It seems like I did. Oh yeah, it was this one. It was this one. Harpalix the Sun Eater. See, now we're getting rep with Homestead for killing beast heroes. Wait, the jib just ends up looking like, make me think of, you know, how you can jib enemies in like Half-Life or something. It's not that great. One-handed sword, 30% armor piercing. Not bad, but ugh. Devotion. First one here. Some extra inherent offensive ability is nice. There's boots all the way up here. It's kind of, or no, it was van braces, wasn't it? Whatever. Random bit of gear just lying around. It's different. What time is it now? It's nearly 3:30. Probably have been recording for long enough. So actually, let me just go back here and fill this in. Rooted stump. That sound effect just sounds like a weird echoey belch. There's an heart. Walter's note. I see smoke rising from the Everbrook estate. They're nearly here, whatever they are. Barricaded the doors and windows as best I could. All that remains now is to wait for them to come to us. We've insisted we abandon farm and head for Homestead, but I'll be damned if I let some green-eyed freak kick us off our land. Family is not toiled on this farm for generations, just leave it first sign of trouble. Those cowards at Homestead can leave their crops to rot. When all this blows over, I'll still be here tending to the harvest. They'll look to be fools. They'll look to fools. So here's the butchered family. So help them, just, you know, setting up in here. Or maybe it's these are the butchered family. One or the other. Oh, nice. Ooh, Katana Heresy. Ooh, and there's a baby carriage, so kid died too. Fantastic. Ooh, here's this. Lose spirit, but gain a ton of cunning and a bit more physique. It's a bit of offensive ability, a bit of rate of resistance, and 20% chance of 33% reduced attack speed retaliation for 5 seconds. Ah, that's just because of the... Oh, actually, wait, it's physique and plus 4% physique. Oh, yeah, that won't beat it. And that's not great either. How much health am I losing? Gaining more offensive ability. But I'm losing a bit of defensive. I'm not sure what I should do. Better armor. Screw it, we'll go with it. Oh, and story. Fear my brothers, fear ye the Catonian, for it is the harbinger of our sins. Speak not the name of its master, for it is the manifestation of malevolence and vile intent. Abhor the heretic, for his words are poison to the ears of the faithful. Just as evil must be purged with the soul, so the heretic must be purged with the living.
I can't carry My anymore. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
Here be the last will and decree of the late Martos Anthony Everbrook II.
My inventory is full.
Here be the last will and decree of the late Martos Anthony Everbrook II. To my daughter, dearest Lizzie, I leave the farmstead in the surrounding orchards. Let the land which has blessed her family with harvest for generations continue to provide for you and your children. And to my bull-headed sons, Edric and Anthony, you'll fill my remaining years with your endless bickering over whom would inherit my fortune. To you I leave nothing but these words. I have the farmhands buried the gold somewhere on the Everbrook lands. You now have but two options. Move on with your miserable lives and start anew through back-breaking labour, just as your great-grandfather did before you, or squander your youth searching for that which you do not deserve. I trust you will make the right decision. Along the bottom you can barely make out some scribbled notes in a different handwriting. Up in the hills up the road from Tornsbury, bring explosives.
My inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, that annoying little inventory snafus concerning me. I missed an item.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, there we go. Let's go sell. It's still easier to do it at Devil's Crossing. It just takes a little more clicking now because of where the map is going to be positioning. And the further we go away from Devil's Crossing, the more clicking it's going to take. For a chunk of health. No, I do like the plus 3% defensive ability, but no. That's nice. The physique. It's a fair chunk. Not bad.